What's going on, guys? Tomorrow morning my car's going in for its dyno tuning after the cam install. Thank God. I've been waiting for probably 3 weeks to a month. My tuner's been backed up. He's got a pro shop and dyno. I think he got sick and he broke his foot. I don't know, maybe he floored something too hard. Who knows? But he finally got a hold of me and he said be there Saturday at 9 a.m. and I said okay. So tonight I already threw a new set of plugs in. We are going to change the rear end fluid just to get peak numbers. You know, I know they did a test one time where this guy put a special fluid in the car and it made 1 horsepower more, so that's what we're hoping for. Every horsepower counts when it comes to a dyno, right? It made 428 with intake and exhaust, and I'm shooting for probably 470. If I hit 470 tire, I'm happy with the cam. I mean, it's basically stock, just bolt-ons. Cams are bolt-ons, right? Yeah. So I've got the car ready. We are going to change the rear end fluid. I've got some Redline synthetic for it. The car's 5 years old now, so I've already changed the trans fluid, and all the coolant was changed when I did the cam, along with a fresh oil change running Royal Purple. So I figured, oh, it's time. I'll go ahead and change the rear end fluid. And we're gonna do a how-to video on how to do that. So last time I put a video up when I did the transmission, you guys were complaining because I didn't use a jack stand. Yeah, you're probably right, I should have used a jack stand. So this time I went and stole some cinder blocks from my neighbor's house because he wasn't home. I went over there to get ramps, but he wasn't home and the cinder blocks were outside, so that's what I used. Used them in the past. They're pretty strong. I mean, if the car's coming down, the car's coming down, whatever. Maybe you'll get it on video, who knows. Here we go. Alright, so here we go. Just like the transmission, you're going to use 3/8 drive, ratchet, or whatever else you can get a hold of. You've got a drain plug, and up top, over here, you've got a fill plug. You're going to have one of those pumps, just like I had for the transmission. They're like $8, or if you have a good friend that'll just give you one, like mine, that works too. So, I'm going to try cracking the top one before I let the bottom one go this time, because it took forever to drain the transmission when I did that, because I did not do that. It was like there was a vacuum in the trans. So give me a second and we'll go ahead and get that cracked open and start draining. For some reason the little orange Halloween bowl that I use is missing. I don't know where it went. Don't really care. Grabbed a Hawaiian punch jug, cut the top off of it. It'll work. It'll be fine. I don't think I've ever owned an actual drain container, because I'm just not dry, I guess. So this will have to do it. And of course I have this massive subway tunnel of an exhaust in the way. Yeah, great. Plug seems to be in there pretty good. There we go. Cracked open. Take it out a good bit. If you're like me, you'll always have oil dry on hand anyways, 'cause I always tend to spill something. Try not to, it doesn't matter how hard you try, you're probably going to spill something. That just happens. Seems to be fluid there. Go figure. Oh, it's nasty too. There's quite a bit of metal on the end of the magnetic plug here. I'll show you that. See all that gunk? That's never good. Although from what I've read, it's fairly common on these differentials when guys have gone and changed the fluid that there's just metal chunks coming out. I don't know why. That doesn't seem like it should be normal or optimal at all. But hey, what do I know? Got the actual drain one loosened now, but it seems to be pouring out from the fill one at a decent rate. I do have just the back of the car jacked up right now, so that's probably part of the reason why, but it's really not that big of a deal. Just back here, trying to slow that down so I can start draining it. Carefully angling the plug so that way it doesn't spray all over the place. And there goes the plug right into the fluid, and that's great. Doesn't seem to be in too bad a shape. Dig my hand in here and find this damn plug now. Oh, there it is. It's just wonderful. That's great. Quite a bit of metal on it too. The joys of a 3-inch exhaust. Thank you Stainless Works for giving me this subway tunnel setup underneath my car. It's nice and shiny now with all the oil residue. Polishes up pretty good. Get what you pay for. There we go. Tighten it back up. Don't over torque it. Just like anything else. Don't be a dumbass. Just like everything else. Go ahead and get your little pump ordeal here. Get your hose up into the hole. And start pumping. Go ahead and clean the metal off this plug before it gets too full. That way I can stick it in there when it starts overfilling. Holy metal shavings. I guess dealers consider this normal. How the hell is that normal? That's full. That's pretty much a wrap. Snug that sucker up. This is what I'll show you what I'm using here when I'm done. That's a wrap on that. Go ahead and double check this one. She's snug. Wipe everything down. I like my stuff clean. This is the stuff that I'm using on this. It's Redline synthetic gear oil 7590. It is made specifically for limited slip diffs, so you don't have to put any additive in there. There's my Hawaiian Punch jug. Yeah, don't hate. It was free. It was garbage. So whatever. That's probably gonna be a wrap for now. I'll let you guys know how it does. I was pretty happy with their trans fluid. It made my transmission shift a lot better, not so notchy. It does come up to temperature a lot quicker, which I do like, because then you can drive it aggressively a little quicker and it feels a lot better. I've got the MGW shifter, so that helps a lot. There'll be another video of the dyno session that I'm doing tomorrow. I don't know when that'll be up, but I am recording it, hoping for 470, hoping that Indiana Muscle Car can get me there. And that's it. Have a good night. Bye.